Hello guys, it's Campfire and today I will be doing like a commentary regarding with these two lighters. Um, this really caught my attention about this kind of lighters. So what we have here is called a flip lighter. The point about this video is I want to make a comparison between a Zippo flip lighter and the unzippo flip lighter. I'm not gonna say like a fake Zippo lighter. It doesn't claim to be a Zippo lighter, but I don't remember what brand it is called. Probably a kerosene. I mean this one right here. This one is the original one. Let me state it first. This is the original Zippo lighter, and this one is the unzippo lighter thing, like and not Zippo brand. Probably this was made in China, and this one is made in the USA. Yeah, I bought this one for like 45 ringgits. That's at least around, hang on a second, let me calculate that. At least $9.55. I mean, it depends on the seller, but not to, overprice or something like that. But yeah, I bought this for like 45 ringgits. And this one is hang on a second, 12 ringgits and 90 cents. I bought it off Shopee. I think this one is, I've seen that one video, this one costs like about $2 for them, so it's pretty cheap. Not for me though. Economics aside. So if you really want to know if this is like a original Zippo, there always gonna be like a tag down here that says Zippo, Bradford, PA. I don't know which state that is in America, but that sounds familiar. But yeah, Bradford, PA, made in USA. So this one is a real Zippo. A lot heavier than the unzippo one. Well, I've already recently refilled both of these. I don't know if it affects the weight. Probably it does though, obviously. So the way you want to open this lighter is just flick it open like that, and then you have a wheel right here, right there. Unlike the big lighter, you have to hold it down. But for this one, you can just yeah, you don't have to hold it down to keep the violet. Yeah, back on topic. So this is the original Zippo. It's a lot heavier compared to this one, and it has the distinctive ping sound that you guys can hear every time when I open it. Every time when I open it, you always have that ping or cling or whatever you want to call it. That has this kind of sound. It's the pattern for the original Zippo. I kind of like this sound, actually. It's kind of my favorite. And is the chimney hot? Okay, it's not hot. Okay, so yeah, this is where you lift the patch to refuel. This is where the flint goes. Is a spring, and it says like for the best result, use Zippo flints and fluid. Blah blah blah. Zippo made in USA, and here's the date. I don't know what month this is, but this one right here is March because it's C. So they're not always the same dates, even for the year. This is 2019, so pretty still new, I'd say. So yeah, the casing doesn't have to be the same with the insert when it comes to a year or month. So yeah. Now for the unzippo lighter, which is this one, it doesn't have a tag below it. Like we already can tell that this is not original. It doesn't say what brand it is, but I believe it's kerosene. I may be wrong. Please correct me on that one. But upon opening it, it doesn't have that distinctive noise. Like it has that clunk noise to it instead of the Zippo, which is ping clunk, ping clunk. So yeah, I guess they do that intentionally in order to avoid getting sued by Zippo company. So yeah, this is cheap after all, so that was to be expected because it was a patent for the Zippo. Also notice that once I open this lid, the lids go all the way back here, while the Zippo, it does not. It just, it stops right here. There's a gap between this. This one, it goes all the way through. And for the back side of it, I just noticed that this one, the hinges are smaller compared to the original Zippo one, and the what do you call this, circles, probably the screws from the inside, they are much more tighter compared to the Zippo. It's kind of close tight to it, and there is a gap above the the hinges are, while the Zippo it does not. So yeah, I think that's probably why the lid goes all the way back like this instead of stopping it like that, so as to, I don't know, another intentional design to not copy Zippo. Also, what do you call this, the follower, this one moves a lot, like as you guys can see here, the Unzippo. Well, the Zippo one, it moves less, or it might not be even move at all. So yeah, original Zippo. Now the wheel, however, the Unzippo has a much more, what do you call this, line up horizontal lines on the wheel, and it is much smaller in terms of the thickness, while the Zippo is much more thick, and the line is not always like a perfect horizontal nor is vertical, but it's like a cross like that, like once goes here and once goes there, like an X series. Don't know if that's the correct term I will use, but yeah, it's like an X series, so that you have a better grip over it. I don't know, why is it not leading? Oh, there it is. Took me a while. Although the chimney on the Unzippo one gets hot quickly, actually. When this thing is lit, you can feel the heat on the chimney pretty fast compared to the Zippo. Like for Zippo, when you lit a fire for long enough, you close it, and then you open it back up. The chimney is not that as hot as the Unzippo. So this one is more what I call it, heat resistant compared to this one. And also, when I first bought this one, the lid is a bit offline to it, like you guys can see that. I mean, it's a minor thing, so like even the original Zippo had this kind of problem as well. But this one is more light and much more tight. Not airtight, because you know these types of lighter, their feel is easily evaporated even if you're not using it, as what I've seen in most videos they say. Oh yeah, another thing, the lid is not always closed. Like I can still see the gap line when you closed it. Like if you close it, yeah, there is still a gap line between this. It is much more likely that the fuel will evaporate much quicker compared to this one. This one closed all the way tight, like there's no gap whatsoever. But this one, it has a bit of a gap. Also, if I haven't mentioned already, the original Zippo is much heavier compared to the Unzippo one. That's the tag below right there. I forgot to do a comparison between that. So now, next up is the insert. Now Zippo, the insert can be easily brought out, whereas the Unzippo, it's very hard. it's very tight in there. I can barely even pull it out. Hang on a second, give me a moment. Man, finally, that took me a while to bring the insert out. I had to bring up the follower because, like, I don't know, it was in the way. So yeah, here's the casing, loose as heck, and here's the insert. Now for the comparison, like I've told you with the Zippo insert, the Unzippo, however, only has the instruction and avoidance. It only says "way from children," feeling wipe, hands. Like the printing is not, you know, fully engraved on to the insert right here. I mean, the spell isn't finished yet because the printing, like, I don't know, it's missing. But yeah, I hope you guys got my point right there. Like, can you even read that?
Basically, the printing isn't finished on this one, or maybe even the position was just off.
You know, let's look from the back side of this. Share does self. The text there is not finished. Was the Zippo ones, you have it all right there. For best results, use Zippo flints and fluid. The back side of it, keep away from children. There's a bit of a smudge on my Zippo right here, making it hard to read, but the text is still there. It's still readable, unlike to this one. There's a smudge on this one, but you can still read it. I mean, even if you try to read it, it's not fully finished. As the engraved laser, I mean, not probably, I don't know if it's laser, but like the engraved is not fully printed yet. Like the words from this side is missing. the insert, original, unzippable, or bootleg, whatever, fake, if you guys would like to call that one. Oh yeah, and the feel is also different as well. Like for Zippo, the flint spring right here, it has like a, why is my camera not, there we go. Like the use of this grid is for you to actually easy to bring it out while you're just having your hand, or use the casing to spin around. But for me, it's not necessary because you can just always turn it with your hand, because it already provides you the grid right around the screw right here. Alright, but the unzipper one, the flint spring, yeah, I'm gonna call it the flint spring for now on, but the flint spring, like as you can see right here, it does not have a grid. Thus, you cannot unscrew this by even using your hand. Let me show you the comparison. Alright, this one doesn't have a grid. I don't know if you call it a grid, but lines, a bunch of lines for you to turn it. While this one, it can. See, it can. This one, it's hard. You can, but it's hard because it's smooth. The edges are not edges, but the slight circles are smooth. You really need to use the casing or like a screw. I recommend using a screw because this thing, if you were to try to, you know, bring out the old flint and then put in the new flint, this thing literally jumps out, even if you try to, you know, pre-screw it so that you can use your screwdriver to screw it fully. I've done this before, like, you know, pre-screwing, and it doesn't go all the way like further, and I always pre-screw it and try to find my screwdriver. This thing just, you know, sailing up into the air. I only found like the spring and lost the top screw right here. But now I found it was laying right around the floor right there. But it's hard to find it actually once you lost this thing. Obviously it's a small part. Now for the lift to patch, I mean, not what you call this patch, lift to fill thing. This one right here, it's, I don't know, it's a bit stiff, I can see right here. Whereas this one, flat. Right here, it has the same hole right here. That's why I call it the modern Zippo, because it has this hole. As for the old ones, they don't. I'd say like the wick placement is better off on the unzippo flip lighter, because the wick inside here is actually going on about snakes around like what a Zippo used to be. Well, this is one, the original Zippo. The wick does not snakes around. Like sometimes it just pile up right above this, and then leave nothing right down here. So I've watched this one video. They say that if you first bought a Zippo, you always have to check that, especially with the modern ones. You have to rearrange the wick inside, so that the fire will last longer. Like you have to go in a series. Like it has to go, not a series, but you have to go snake around. Like if you get my point, right? Because most of these lighters are made out of a machine, so they just, you know, stuff right in and, you know, get the job done and whatever. So that's the only pro I give for the unzippo flip lighter, which is this one, not the fake one. I guess you want to call it the fake one, it's fine. I will call it the fake one if it literally claims to be a Zippo, even though it's not a Zippo. So yeah, this one, yep, it's easy to pull. The insert is easy to be put inside of the case, while as this one, it's a bit hard. You really need to force it in. Now you're gonna have a hard time trying to pull that out if you want to refill or anything. There's much fuel already being evaporated out. There we go. There you go. So yeah, these are the two zippers that I have so far. One's the fake one and one's the original one. So yeah, hopefully my video is informative. If you guys found this helpful to you, not to spot like whether that Zippo is fake or not. If you say something like this, then that's a Zippo. If it does not, then that's not your Zippo. If there was a fake Zippo that was saying like this, then that company is gonna get sued by the original Zippo company. If they put their product with the Zippo logo and the description of Bradford PA made in USA. The dates, however, is fine, just not the address and the Zippo. I really don't know much about branding and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more.